Hi, welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Virginia, also known as BizarreBub. Today we're going to be doing a react video. I haven't done a react video in a long time. I've been trying to get my mic set up, all figured out, and I think I've got it. All right, we're going to see if this goes through. All right, I'm hoping for the best, but today we're going to be doing a react video to a BizarreBub scary video. It's going to be Scary Compilations V96. All right, let's get into it.
On September 27th of 2024, a woman named Jalen immediately grabs her phone to record something on camera. It isn't often the case that this happens, but tonight it occurred once more. Jalen had been lying in bed while doing work on her laptop when something noticeable appeared from the corner of her eye. Now, given that this incident took place at her grandparents' house, a place abundant with numerous vintage items, she finds it unsurprising that this happened. Some of these items, as she believes, could be cursed or haunted, but even if they weren't, she would still be afraid of coming back to this place, and it's all because of this incident. The following is her footage. Watch.
There's a lot of interesting stuff in this person's house for sure. Like, did they say it was her grandpa's house? Why so many weird things within their home?
This thing just moved.
Did you see it move? I didn't see it move. Did she see it move and start recording? I think that's probably what happened.
Boy, all the talking heads would have been screaming about the Dallas Cowboys and sticking the fork in this organization. So again,
you know what their place kind of reminds me of? So there was this restaurant that used to be open near me called Catfish Parlor, and within inside this restaurant, they would have like a ton of pictures everywhere. This is what the house kind of reminds me of. Those restaurants that like to put photos everywhere. They're usually country restaurants like in the South. But yeah, this is kind of what it reminds me of. And the fact that they're talking about Dallas Cowboys, it's probably in Texas. I don't know. Maybe not.
kudos to the Cowboys going on the road, getting a good win, see how they react.
Look, there's a saying in golf, there's no pictures on the scorecard. If you're down, you don't care if it's by 5 or it's going to be like, you're just happy that you moved to 2-2. The injury to Parsons, and we don't know anything at this point, he just left by a part of the left shoe off. How do you assess what that man did? Feels a lot better if he's on the feet.
That would be, if he's missing any significant time out of the he's the best player on the defensive side of football. Really, because they have to be playing from the hand. They're suited, but they have a team and they're going to look underneath that pass rush. But if you don't have that guy, Mike
The door just moved.
Winning percentage or 60% when they're raised up.
33 repeals 100 affordable housing laws, including the
Quiet early on, much more involved, particularly
The safety over the top, and you'll see right down here. Ever, a free personal Suzuki dessert. An entree plus free dessert, just $13. That's a sweet.
This video is incredibly long. I hope something more interesting than just the door closing happens, or else I'm going to want my life back.
You can do it again. I won't watch.
Okay, there was a shadow. Hold on, let me see if I can try to back it up real quick. When she first walked in, there's a shadow. And it's not her
Are
shadow.
you real?
See? And then there's another shadow. Which is strange. Like, is someone making the shadow in the room to try to make it, like, be paranormal? I don't know.
It was at this point that Jalen knew that what she had seen earlier wasn't just in her head, but rather something real. Somehow, the mannequin begins to move. Only moving ever so slightly, the
Are we not going to talk about the shadow? That's clearly not the person recording.
mannequin seemingly comes alive. But strangely, it's only when Jalen isn't looking directly at the doll. It's as if it's trying its best not to get caught by being very subtle. However, seeing that her mirror was catching its reflection, she tricks it into showing itself move. Now, there is something else about this video that viewers have noticed. Whether a coincidence or not, viewers can't help but think that the balloon and the door closing on its own played a role in diverting Jalen's attention, almost as if they were meant to prevent her from seeing the doll. It is strange how both objects intervened whenever she tried seeing it, but despite their efforts in obstructing her view, she finally catches it.
It was the balloon? It was the balloon casting the shadow? Okay, listen. The shadow with the balloon. Okay, interesting. It could have been that for sure. But the thing about his hand moving, like, it was probably just. She wasn't there alone, obviously. She was talking to someone else. So what if they just had a fishing wire on the hand, made it move? Okay? Guys, stuff like this don't make me think it's real. You gotta give me more.
In the following video, a man is inspecting a property where something very alarming was caught on camera the previous night.
See, guess what? Meron na naman kaming mga hindi...
As it turns out, a homeless person had broken into the property, and it's Benji's job, the person recording this, to get him out of there. However, unbeknownst to Benji,
Is that a taser? It's his job to get him out of there. He's got a freaking taser in his hand. Yes, tase this guy.
it wouldn't just be a squatter he encounters, but also something else. In his own words, this house terrifies him. It's the one place that he doesn't like to check for squatters. He often encounters them on the properties that he owns, which is why he's made this into a video series. But it's the following video from his whole series that has left viewers creeped out. This is what he caught.
I know you're in there, man.
Yeah, it is a taser.
Hello?
Please tell me at one point he does the bush bush.
Police!
Yes, he did it.
I know you're in there, man.
Okay, he said that it was his properties, like he has multiple properties. Is he renting out this place knowing that it creeps him out? Why doesn't he just sell the thing?
What the hell?
There's another door right there.
She's in your house, man.
It was seeing the door open by itself that spooked out Benji. His first thought upon seeing it move was that the squatter was in there, but strangely, that wasn't the case.
What? Sorry. Just getting over the fact. The squatter, the way he walked out, just like completely unfazed by this guy. Like, he's just like, whatever, I'm gonna go take a bike ride. I'll be back later.
Would eventually come to the conclusion that this was just a draft or a wind current that moved it. But fast forward to only a week later, and Benji uploads a video that completely changes this notion. Benji is back at the house, ready to confront the person inside. Expecting a squatter, he grabs his phone to record them. What he records, though, is a different type of encounter. Take a look.
Hello? Hello?
I mean, aside from it being pretty empty, I mean, it looks pretty nice. So obviously the squatters haven't been messing it up too much. Nice.
Hello?
Do it again. Yeah. It's a light reflection on that one. What was all that weird warbling? Oh, there was... looked like someone was in there, and then... Look, you see that? That's weird. That's weird. I don't know. That looks like maybe some type of weird editing to try to get something to disappear. Yeah, that's... Yeah, it's super zoomed in. Didn't check behind the door first thing. Super zoomed in. Walking around scuffily. I can't believe these things. Alright, let's continue. And I bet you this guy decided he wanted to try to make a scary video because the video that he had posted before trying to get the other squatter out. Because this is what's said. It was said that he posts videos because he owns these properties and it's his job to get the squatters out, right? So he's been doing that for a while, and then, you know, he had happened to capture the door opening just a little bit and everyone was like, oh, is it haunted? And then he was like, oh, well, you know what? I'm gonna come back at night and give you guys a show. And then this is what he provided. I bet you he got a lot of likes on this video too.
It appears quickly, but if you slow the footage and zoom in, you'll notice a dark figure standing inside this room. Although briefly seen, Benji immediately spots it before taking a second look. But when he looks again, it's not there. It stands motionless for just...
Yeah, it's just a weird warble of the video, just in that one particular spot on the bottom of, yeah, just that.
a moment before disappearing in an instant. Even weirder is that the camera seems to be either glitching or picking up something unseen. All of this happens before suddenly the door starts to partially close on its own. Now Benji, having dealt with many squatters before, naturally assumed that this was another trespasser, so he runs over to the person to confront them. But when he gets there, no squatter is found inside. To this day, Benji wonders what had been inside his house, but according to him, if he had a guess, it definitely wasn't a squatter.
No, it wasn't a squatter, it was just you and your friends trying to get clicks. Sorry guys, I need more proof than this.
Living somewhere in Georgia, a woman named Felicia had caught footage of something that's left her shaken up ever since it's happened. Although having watched this video multiple times, she still can't make sense of this footage. In the video, Felicia is seen playing with her dog on her back porch before suddenly it happens.
It sounds like she's playing a game on her phone. I think that's what she's doing. Watch her scream. Look at her dog's face. It's just like, what happened? Oh wait, I think it had a ball in its mouth.
It's easy to miss the first time, but upon replaying the footage and amplifying the audio, you hear this.
Ooh, that one gave me heebie-jeebies actually. That's actually, okay. Here we go, number 3. I think this one was real. I got goosebumps. Ooh.
The reason behind Felicia's fearful reaction is now clear. A disembodied voice had spoken to her. Listening closely, it sounds as if it's saying, "Get out." Understandably, Felicia runs away in a panic frenzy. She leaves the door open for her dog, but for some reason, he doesn't want to go inside. Even he is sensing something unusual. From the curtain behind Felicia moving at the same time the voice is heard, to her dog being afraid of going inside, Felicia believes that this was paranormal.
Oh yeah, this is a good one. I believe it. This one's the best one yet. Okay.
In the following video, a pair of teammates are passing a ball in front of a camera, showing audiences what they do before playing a match. It's Friday night at a soccer stadium, and both players are fully immersed in a small pre-game warm-up. But while both players pass the ball to each other, audiences notice something unusual in this footage. It wasn't until someone made a video pointing out something in the background that people started rewatching the original to see if it was true. To their shock, it was. As both players pass the ball to each other, this is captured.
And then when you get quicker, what tends to happen?
I was not expecting to hear a British guy talking. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. I was not expecting that.
But that is what development looks like. If you're cruising at a speed that's comfortable, yes, it looks good and it looks cleaner.
How did people notice that? I would have never even thought to look up there.
But you're not going to get better. You have making mistakes here, and then you get to that level, and then you go again, and it's never ending. It's the same.
Now, the social media account that posted this video had no idea what was captured until tons of comments started coming in, mentioning the supposed ghost. It's recorded from a distance, but not so far that it's hard to make out something moving. Now, just to compare, there's a person standing up right here, and right across from them is a row of bleachers filled with people. Both are clearly recognizable as people, but this, even from the same distance, is unrecognizable. It's clear that something is moving, but it's not obvious as to what exactly is being seen. While some speculate that this might be the spirit of a legendary soccer player running in the bleachers, others are quite baffled by it. With no comment or explanation given by the account that posted this video, the question remains unanswered. Just what exactly was caught on camera?
Yeah, that's interesting. That's pretty cool. I would think this is probably an interesting actual real find of a ghost walking. I mean, unless you can give me a good way to debunk that, other than maybe a trickery with the camera, but at the same time they didn't even post it with the intentions of people noticing it. So I don't know why someone would do that. That's actually really cool. I think this one might be true.
Now, the following video comes from Virginie, a mother who lives in a quaint house where it seems that things have gotten very unsafe for her family. Despite living in a safe neighborhood, it's the house itself that's been causing the most concern to Virginie. According to her, something is in this house, and it's messing with her family. From cabinets that are found open when no one had been inside the home, to her children seeing things in the dead of night. One can safely assume that the family has been put on edge ever since moving in. But out of everyone, it's the baby who's been the most affected by this move. For some reason, something strange always happens inside the room. The following video is just one of many instances in which something inexplicable happens. But unlike other instances, this one has left the family pretty spooked. This is what they caught.
Okay. Oh. There's a little orb too.
Had it not been for the baby monitor inside the room, Virginie would not have known the source of the sudden noise. She searched the whole space only to realize later that the noise had come from inside the dollhouse. But the source itself is what scares her. Moments before making a sound, the toy is seen hovering slightly off ground before being shot up into the air and making an audible clack. Virginie jumps up in response, as she later would when looking at the footage. Ever since then, she's taken safety measures to ensure this doesn't happen around her children.
I mean, that's weird. Could have still been the fish line thing, someone messing with it. But, I mean, I don't know, maybe could be real.
On October 2nd of 2024, a live broadcast on a TV news network left many viewers who tuned in completely spooked. The footage captured during this live transmission had nothing to do with the news report that was being covered. In fact, it was so out of place that viewers had to rewatch the broadcast to confirm what they saw.
Ooh, is this about aliens?
Now thankfully, someone recorded the whole broadcast in question. Just like viewers, Shane was left creeped out upon seeing it. He replays the live stream and shows exactly what was caught. Watch.
Go ahead, Dad, play it. You'll see it. It starts in from up here. It comes down and does a swirl. It comes down and there's another one that pops in over here.
She's contributor and former national Pence. First, your reaction.
Now the quality of Shane's video isn't exactly HD, which makes it hard to tell what's being seen. But fortunately, another viewer watching the same program recorded the incident. Take a look.
What was that? That's weird. And it's interesting that it's getting done by two different people.
Having a closer look, one can see why many viewers replayed this exact moment on TV. It looks as if a dark, shadowy figure zips by. While the idea of this being a bug has been thought of, many comments claim that it can't be a bug, as it would have to be very close to the lens for us.
Yeah, that's really weird. Like it's like it warped downward. I don't know. Things like that in the outside world are so weird to me. It could be anything, but that is definitely strange, and I would consider this paranormal.
Us to notice it. This figure, whatever it might be, isn't as close. From thoughts of this being the Grim Reaper to the idea of this being a ghost, I wasn't thinking like Grim Reaper. I saw that, I was thinking maybe aliens beforehand, but now I'm thinking like maybe demon. But whether ghost or not, I'll let you be the judge on what exactly was caught on camera. At around 11 p.m. on a Sunday night, a man quickly takes out his phone to record this exact spot shown on screen, where apparently something very strange happened.
Someone was walking by, bro, and they just disappeared when they got by the tree.
Someone or something had disappeared right in front of him, and he knows this for a fact, as he wasn't the only person to have seen this. Just like him, the man crossing the road had seen the figure vanish on the sidewalk. Having no other way of showing what just happened, the man continues to record in the hopes that it reappears. But as he films, this happens.
And she just disappeared in the sidewalk. What the f***?
I'm lost.
I know you guys didn't believe me, but somebody walking by. ¿Qué pasó, güey? Oh, güey, mira. Ahí va saliendo. What the?
It's a shadow.
What the hell? Salió de la. What is that? ¿Qué es eso, güey?
That is weird. It looks like a shadow of a person. I wouldn't say it was like a full person like they were saying in the beginning, but yeah, it looks like a shadow.
Years that the man had fled upon seeing what looks to be a dark, shadowy figure manifest out of nowhere. It seemingly emerges out of the brick wall as if somehow phasing through it. But looking closely, that doesn't appear to be the case. They, or it, just suddenly appears like it was already there. Knowing for sure that nothing had been there, the man continues to record in total disbelief. What just happened, according to him, is something that can't be explained. Now, it's hard to say for sure if that's so, especially with no further context or additional footage. But like always, I'll let you be the judge.
What if it's a possibility of a trickery of light? Like maybe there's someone behind them walking, like maybe they're on like a slant a little bit. There's a light back there that's casting, and maybe someone was walking behind them, and maybe there was a shadow from that person, oddly enough, getting on there. I've seen weird things with shadows, so that could be a possibility, but this is really weird. I'm going to give it a possibility for paranormal activity, but you can never output, you know, science when it comes to shadows and stuff, so.
Now, this last video was submitted to me by Hannah P, who caught something on camera that she can't seem to explain. It goes without saying, but what was captured has freaked her out to say the least. She had just finished eating dinner when suddenly she heard what sounded like a creaking noise coming from her staircase. No one else was home when this happened. As Hannah scrolls on her phone, this is captured.
1, 2. I was invited because of lesbian geography. And we've been together almost ever since for 40 years.
What was your first impression of her after knowing her?
So exotic. Wearing a normal Molly sweatsuit. And I was in blue jeans and a plaid lunch and a big
Okay, that's weird. I love how like she brought her dog over there as like sort of protection, but those kinds of dogs are just like yappers.
Hello?
What in the heck is that? At first I thought it was like someone or something walking down the staircase, but now I think it might be like a toy or something. Yeah. Yeah, I would too. She was like, I'm out of there. Peace.
Needless to say, Hannah has been left immensely terrified by this seemingly inexplicable incident. Somehow, a creaking noise is heard on the staircase, despite there being no one on the stairs. Her dog seems to notice this, given that he barks when the creaks are heard. But creepiest of all, the sound of charging footsteps descending the staircase and towards Hannah is caught on camera. Now, Hannah has had this happen to her more than once, which doesn't faze her as much as when it happened before. But like all incidents, this one has yet to be explained.
Yeah, what was that noise? That's so creepy. I'm gonna give this one paranormal. I think it is paranormal. I would like to know what that weird noise was because it's giving me The Ring. You know, or is it The Grudge? It's The Grudge. Sorry. I got my horror movies mixed up. But yeah, I mean, this is a pretty good video. It started off a little rough. I wasn't feeling those first two, but after that, yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Pretty scary. I mean, let's just be honest. It takes a lot for me to get scared. But the one where it said get out, that one gave me goosebumps. So yeah, this one, it was weird. I was like, whoa. So that was a good one to put at number 1. I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, smash the like button. If you like me, smash that subscribe button or something of that order. Thanks for watching if you got this far. If you did get this far, can you comment down there purple and then whatever you want, just to let me know you actually got this far. Thank you for watching. Bye bye until next time.